Hello everybody out there in David land. I should probably introduce myself. I play keyboards with Glass Hammer, and Dave made at least 2 DVDs with us. Yeah, I think it was 2. And had a great time working together before he decided to move out to Colorado and kind of pursue the thing he's doing now. But I was very honored when he asked me to lay down some tracks on this song. And when I found out that he was doing a video blog about his creative process, I thought it might be kind of interesting to attempt to do one myself to kind of show how I was approaching this project as kind of a sideman. Dave sent me a copy of the track and he explained essentially what it was, and told me that it's going to be a guitar showcase, and he gave me an idea of some of the people who are going to be involved. I'm not sure if we're supposed to talk about that yet, and it's really exciting. But he told me specifically right off the bat that there was no need for any leads, no need for any real melody, that my job was going to be to try to provide pads and atmosphere, because this is going to be all about the guitar, as it tends to be. So I listened through the track, and the first thing that kind of jumped out at me immediately was the overall vibe. It's kind of modern. It's got a little bit of that techno thing going on with the loop in the front, which I kind of suspected might be Omnisphere, and it turned out when I watched his video I was correct. It is Omnisphere, and that is also the very first thing that I turned to when I decided to start trying to figure out how I was going to add something to this, because I'm in an interesting position. I'm working on a track where I really don't know what the final thing is supposed to sound like. It's like I'm being asked to paint on a painting and I don't know what the picture is. So obviously I'm going to have to be very careful to try to add something within the framework that's here, but I have to try to be sensitive. I'm not going to start putting things there that could potentially get in the way of the final guitars that are going to be layered onto it. I did have to ask myself, why am I playing on this? And I don't mean that in a snarky or sarcastic way. It's literally, why would he pick me to play on this piece when really he's fully capable of doing this kind of thing himself? You know, Dave has enough keyboard skills when you marry it with a sequencer. He's put pads and some keyboard parts in there already. And if you're not coming to somebody like me for leads and that kind of thing, what are you looking for? And I can only say that hopefully he's just looking for a different viewpoint, and maybe the fact that I will do something that would not necessarily have occurred to him to do. So I pulled out my trusty GSI VB3, which I absolutely love. It's an organ simulation. I think it's the best thing you can get to live in your computer, bar none, as far as a Hammond organ. It's got a certain tonal congruity with the Omnisphere sound that we've already put on there, but this one I can play chord. It sort of ties the piece back to the 70s in a way, and the kind of prog that I like to do. This song is really going to be about the soloists and their virtuosity. I considered seeing if I could sneak in some kind of a fake virtual guitar solo. You know, take a keyboard and put just an amp simulator on it and just shred out a solo and see whether I could get away with kind of making them put the keyboard shred solo on there with the other guys, but didn't bother. Didn't really have the time, and I kind of figured that that would be kind of silly, because that's not what this piece is about. And I'm really excited to have had a chance to contribute to it, even in a relatively small way. And if this winds up getting out there and you guys are seeing it, then I appreciate you sticking with me through my attempts at explaining myself, because I'm generally not particularly articulate in this fashion. So, thank you, Dave, and thank you guys.